You wanna go camping?
Let's go camping.
This week was our birthday week, and to celebrate, we escaped to the Lake District for a weekend camping trip. As we drove west, the scenery turned like pages of a storybook. Sleeping castles nested behind hedgerows, forests whispered secrets between trees, fields rolled like green waves, and sheep and cows wandered through it all without a care. Low-hanging clouds seemed close enough to touch, and the whole world felt wrapped in green, calm, tender, and still. When we arrived at our campsite, we were greeted by soft hills, a mirror-like lake, and grass so green it almost glowed. That evening, rain quietly fell from the sky, but it couldn't wash away our joy. We pitched our tent, then ducked into a small wooden barn to boil water and prep dinner. The smell of firewood, the hiss of the kettle, everything felt warm and real. Sure, things got a little chaotic, but it's often the small messes that bring the most laughter. As night fell, the world went still. Only the rustle of leaves and the quiet splash of the lake kept us company. Tiny lamps lit up the campsite like stars. We sat under the light, tea in hand, Herbal curled up by our feet, and for a moment I thought, this is the kind of peace that poems try to capture. You see, life doesn't always have to be loud or impressive. Sometimes, the greatest happiness is just sharing a quiet meal in the mountains with someone you love. You can't always choose the weather or predict the future, but we can choose how we live today, with softness, with intention, and with heart. The next morning, the rain was gone and sunshine spilled across the hills. Birdsong returned, the grass glistened, and the lake lay flat like polished glass. Herbal ran wild across the fields, chasing his favorite toy, full of energy and joy. By the lake, my hubby carefully prepared breakfast for us. That moment felt still and full, as if the soul had been gently refilled by the wind. And I thought to myself, home is not just a place on the map, but every moment that brings you peace. Breakfast! When I was little, my sister and I loved playing house in the backyard. A small table, 2 chairs, and a few building blocks. That was all we needed to create our own tiny world. Looking back now, I realize we never really stopped playing house. We've just grown up and changed the setting. And we move our home into the wild, where the kitchen is a gas stove under the trees, the living room is a field of soft grass, and the roof above us is the sky full of stars. On the way back, we wandered through the mountain path and paused at the overlooks. We watched the motorcyclists race through winding roads, and in the distance, smoke rose from sleepy villages tucked into the hills. It looked like a fairy tale. If you've made it this far, maybe you've also been feeling a little tired, a little lost recently. This video isn't about the perfect trip. It's a gentle nudge, an invitation. Take a small step outside. Go on a short walk. Let the wind speak. Let the sky hold you. You don't need a grand escape to feel alive. Sometimes, a small outing is enough to bring your soul back home. Because the warmth of life often hides in the tiniest of adventures. You don't always need to go far to rediscover yourself. Sometimes, letting the rain fall on you, watching the clouds drift by, and giving your heart a break, that's more than enough. May we all find soft moments in a hard world, even if it's just one quiet weekend under a cover sky. And may you, in your own time and your own way, meet yourself again. When we finally returned home, I opened the door and I scooped up our fluffy cat, pressing my cheek to his soft fur. It felt like handing all the energy and peace from the trip back into our daily life.